Vivian, honey, sweetie, are you okay? Call an ambulance!
And a one, and a two. Hello, you cocksuckers. Welcome back to Rage Ranting, where today we're going to be reviewing Dawn of the Dead from 2004. What a year.
Not the one from like the 70s.
I've actually never seen that one, have you? Have you ever seen that one, Jake?
I think I've seen like a clip of it.
Anyway, this movie, I believe, kicked the goddamn door down for what the zombie shit is today, or was, because now it's dying out. 28 days later, opened it. This movie kicked the door down, because when this movie came out, I couldn't wait to fucking see it. It is a good remake.
It is, yeah.
I do prefer this one over 28 Days Later, so...
Do you?
That makes sense, yeah.
And I don't know why, but like I saw 28 Days Later first, and then I saw this. But I was more surprised to see the zombies running around in this movie. I'm like, it didn't really affect me that much in 28 Days Later. I don't know why I forgot all about it. The one part, 28 Days Later, I remember is the blood falling in the father's eye. This one, I could probably quote the whole movie. How do you feel about it?
It was pretty good. It was one of the better zombie movies I've seen, especially for its time, 2004. Some of the effects in this were great. The big woman zombie was actually just a guy, but they put a bunch of
was that a guy?
It was a dude.
And the zombie with the one arm, they actually took like an actual amputee for that. Pretty creative with all of the effects, which is it's nice to see.
This is one of James Gunn's first projects. He wrote this movie.
Well,
Zack Snyder directed it.
This was Zack Snyder's debut directing, wasn't it?
If any of you people going, I like Zack Snyder, no, I like James Gunn. This was like almost...
This is a team project.
Yeah.
They're friends in real life, aren't they?
Yeah,
so that argument's kind of like...
Yeah, they're pretty acquainted with each other.
So if you got Zack Snyder versus James Gunn, this is what you get when you have both of them, which is pretty damn good.
James Gunn writes the most random shit. You remember the game Lollipop Chainsaw?
I love that. I love that game.
You know, he directed that game.
Who did?
James Gunn.
Did he?
He directed that game. And then around this time, he directed the two Scooby-Doo movies. He wrote and directed the two live-action Scooby-Doo movies.
James Gunn did those?
Yeah.
I didn't know
The two, you remember the Scooby-Doo movies, right? The
they were pretty good. I like the second one better.
Yeah, I do prefer the second one. But they were both good. They were both pretty solid. Those are very nostalgic.
Track record, pretty solid.
What's his name is more divisive.
Zack is a little bit, you know.
I like him.
He's weakening out.
Yeah.
He directed this. This was good. I don't know what happened to him.
Rebel Moon 1 and 2,
Those were stinky.
not great.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
What was the latest Zack Snyder movie that went on Netflix? The one with the zombies and everybody.
Army of the Dead?
That was okay.
Yeah, it was alright too. It was whatever.
It wasn't what I was expecting, but... Excuse me! You notice this movie, I'm sure, did inspire those zombie games in the mall, Dead Rising. Because, like, who wouldn't want to be in a fucking mall during a zombie?
It's a very cool setting.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. What if we put Chuck Norris in a fucking fridge and float him down a fucking river? Would that be good?
Alive or dead? Good
Either
question.
one. Either one.
Zombie Chuck Norris?
No, just Chuck Norris. Tie his ass up, float him down a river, shut the door, say bye-bye. Prick. Good setting. What about some of the characters in the movie?
Characters were like actually pretty like flavorful. You know, there were some that weaker than others, but overall, like I felt like this is a pretty like memorable movie. You know, like it was pretty intriguing. There was interesting situations. You know, they didn't have like the full shablam of character development. You know, it's whatever.
I wish they had spent more time in the mall, randomly taking out zombies. They wanted to leave too quick.
I thought they spent a good enough time in it. I will say none of the acting in this was incredibly bad to the point where I was like rolling my eyes. I kind of expecting the acting in this to be a little worse. I don't know, maybe it was just like a 2004 movie, maybe like lower my expectations, but this kind of exceeded them, so I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, the acting wasn't bad. The chemistry between all the characters was really like, you know, that's when it was at its
really
best, when they're
good.
bickering and shit.
Before I get into the funny characters, you were talking about the big woman. Just looking at her, she was funny. She reminded me of something out of fucking the game, what's that shooting game with the House of the Dead? She reminded me of some House of the Dead. Any favorite characters yet, or funny characters thought?
Not really. They all worked well together, but none of them like really stand out as like individually my favorite.
I have a couple.
Because I think they all like complement each other like beautifully.
Yeah, like just watching them interact was
like them as a
fun.
squad
Yeah.
is
all their
how I see
ideas
them.
coming together and
Yeah.
shit.
Favorite and funny, two different things. Some of the funnier characters were Steve. He was a prick. The fucking guy from Modern Family. And Tucker. He's like, when she says, like, how about you kill Tucker too? He's like, well, I didn't do anything. He was a funny bastard.
Yeah, that was funny. funny. He was funny.
When I first watched this, I was more like edge of my seat tense more than laughing, so I didn't really get the humor before. After watching it a bunch of times, I'm like, I get the humor now. And I gotta say, like, my favorite character in this, probably Ving Rhames. Fucking love him. First time I ever saw Ving Rhames, he starred in a movie called People Under the Stairs. Have you ever seen that? As soon as I watched that movie, I'm like, I like that guy. Andy over at the fucking gun shop, he was pretty funny. He was
funny.
cool. Shooting the celebrity zombies. Who else you got? Then you had the gay pastor telling out guys in the little prison how he liked it, like when he first found out he was gay. CJ started out as a prick, but I knew I was gonna end up liking him. He was one of the best ones.
Like the whole situation where they're like talking to the guy from the other store, the sign, and then he's up on the roof playing chess and shit with him. They're like, that shit's funny. And at the end, the fucking zombie baby. The situation was just so fucking stupid. It was hilarious.
Any favorite parts of the movie you guys like? Parts that stand out?
I like the sewer scene. That was a pretty solid scene. I thought the way the camera movement and like the actual action in that scene was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
I like the beginning a lot. It's probably one of the more iconic scenes.
Where it's just a normal day.
Yeah,
like you're not expecting nothing. Any other zombie movie, you start out in like a woman running through a field, through a graveyard. She finds out zombies are coming after her and all this shit. It always starts like a chemical spill or something. This one was unique where it just started out a regular day. Someone got bit. He's in ICU now, and then like they totally forgot about it. Goes home with her husband, and then
that scene of the house is like iconic.
Yeah.
And then like the colors and shit when she like escapes the house, the color grading in the movie just like it felt stressful. Like there was like panic.
The intro credit scene and like the
music playing.
Yeah. Where it's like going through like the different news and showing what's actually happening.
That's kind of dead, a little bit.
And then the ending where they get to the island and it's kind of like found footage style with the camera work.
With the music that get down with the sickness.
I wasn't into like the rock songs like that, and like back then when this movie came out, that's when I started listening to a little bit of rock. And
this movie makes it work.
Yeah. So that song after the end of the movie had you going, oh, this was a kick-ass movie. He's right behind me. He's right behind me. He's right there. One other thing I wanted to say about the movie, why the hell were they so eager to leave? They had everything they needed there in the mall.
True, but I think they were under the constant threat of just the doors bursting open.
But they were on the second floor.
Yeah, but like...
They were fairly intelligent, I guess.
Yeah, they weren't like the stupidest zombie. They had some cognitive function. They could probably pathfind a way to get up there somehow.
Oh yeah, he was hanging from the rafters when they're in the car lot.
Yeah, I think it's just like the constant threat, because the front of the mall was all glass. They were under this constant threat of just the zombies piling up so much, they would just break in eventually. On top of the fact they're running out of resources at some point.
This movie had an actual, like, not a tearjerker too, feeling bad a little bit when the girl finds out her father got bit, and that's all she has left. What else do we have to say about this wonderful movie?
I don't know, but what does he have to say about the movie?
Forgot all about it.
What's his name again?
It's Billy.
Oh yeah, Billy.
Hey, Billy. Sorry, forgot all about it. He's been waiting to come on the show. Billy has been waiting to add his 2 cents in. Welcome, Billy. All right, Billy. How do you feel about the movie? Well, like, how much did they pay you to be an extra on the set? Yeah. Okay.
What's he saying?
I don't know. I don't fucking
Let's go along with it.
Okay, I know. How were your days when they were... Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Billy, for being on the show. Thank you. Okay, see you. Okay, that was Billy, everybody.
What a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I was saying, like, why did they stay there, like, so intent on leaving? It seems like they had everything.
Yeah.
Would you? I would have fucking stayed. They had all the food in the world.
It'd be a pretty paranoid setting.
There was one scary moment when CJ's watching late at night the news, and then the pastor comes on. When, like, if you notice in the background, pastor's talking, when there's no more room in hell, dead will walk the earth, and you can hear, if you listen real close, you can hear them outside, like, moaning and everything. It's real late when everyone's sleeping.
Yeah.
That was kind of scary.
That was a cool scene, yeah.
Anyway, this has been a wonderful review of Dawn of the Dead.
You know, I didn't really have too many problems with it. It's a good movie. It didn't, like, it's nothing to blow me away or anything. I'm like, whoa!
But this get you more into zombie stuff.
Yeah, it's like a solid 7.5, 8.
Give it a 7. It was pretty good. I wouldn't say standard, but pretty pretty solid, but not amazing.
Okay.
I prefer stuff over it, but
Well, for me, I've seen this movie so many times. I still enjoy it. I'm gonna have to give it like maybe an 8.5. No, an 8.
that's fair.
That has been our review of this wonderful movie, Dawn of the Dead 2004. Where can we watch this? Where can we watch it?
You can buy it for sure.
Yeah, just go buy it.
I bought it right when it came out. Next review will be, do you know? I've already got it in my head, huh?
The Conjuring.
Freaks of Nature. Anyway, comic book movie reviews.
It's what we do.
It's what we do, and more.